Hello everybody, it's Football here with John Montes and welcome again to my YouTube channel. Two questions related to Graham Potter. Should he get the sack or will he get the sack? That is the main things we want. That is the main thing we want to talk about today. So smash a like on the video. Please, if you know you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscription button. Don't forget to click that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. For those who have subscribed, I want to say thank you so much. It has been really amazing journey since in the last how many? In the last 6 months. So thank you so much. If you know you haven't subscribed, please click that subscription button. Don't forget to click that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. So let's get directly to it. Should he get the sack? Graham Potter, should he get the sack or will he get the sack? Those are the two questions I want to see down on the comment section what you guys think in relation to Chelsea situation at the moment. This is my opinion. Just get it. This is in relation to Chelsea performance. In relation to this Chelsea situation at the moment. Things are not working out, yes. We can agree that. But this club now has to look what does the fans want. That is it. That's the main question which they have to ask themselves. What does the fans want? And what is the possible solution? And what should we do? Those are the main things they have to solve at the moment. The fans want Potter out. And the club has to the club has to listen to what fans want. If fans want Potter out, we have to remember at the beginning of the season, or not at the beginning of the season, this fan base never wanted Potter as a replacement for Tuchel. They wanted to stick with Tuchel. They wanted Tuchel to stay, but things didn't work out. There was the relationship between the club and the manager was not going to work, and that one was going to worsen the situation. So the club decided to, because this club was bought new owners with new revolutions, new ideas. So they thought Potter is a best solution for them, but that is not how we treat football. Football is not about what a board wants. Football is about what the fans want because they play it for the fans. That is the main center. That is the main aim of each football club. It's about the interest of the fan. That is the question they have to ask themselves. That is the question what the Chelsea owners has to they have to answer that. What does the fans want? That is what they have to understand. If you're in football business, you have to understand you are dealing with fans. This is not like any other organization which can. Football is not like any other organization which you can just come in, then you change the manager the way you want. It's football. Those people is not a business. It's a business. Yes, you can, in terms of business, a business, but on the page, it's a football. It's a football that is for fans. It's all about what fans want. Chelsea fans never wanted Potter at the beginning of the season. The appointment, they never liked the appointment. They really wanted Tuchel. But now they have Potter. Fans are not happy with him. Things are not working for Chelsea. He's not getting result. And this just motivate them to hate Potter much. Potter is not a bad manager, but I don't think we can say it's not a bad manager, but he doesn't have that experience with bigger club like Chelsea. So this is a challenge for him too. This is a challenge for Potter too. So it's a big challenge for him, and he's trying so hard to try to win this fan base back again, because if this fan base turns against you, it's not easy to turn them around. It's not easy to turn them around, especially in the modern football where things happen very quick and people want results very quick. Especially in relation to yesterday game, if you look that press conference after the game, he talked about Liverpool being patient with Klopp. He talked about Arsenal being patient with Arteta, and now they are reaping the result of it. This is modern. This is football. Is that time. That is what Potter has to know. But football has changed. You look, football is not the same football as it was 7 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 4 years ago. Football is not the same. So things have to change for Chelsea. If Chelsea sticks with Potter, Potter has to turn things around. I know he has to turn this thing quick. He has to try and start winning games, because at the moment things are just getting worse each and every moment. Things are getting worse. Yes, Tottenham that lose against Tottenham. Tottenham is a decent team. We can say that Tottenham is a decent team, but it has to get solution, especially with they are not supposed to be where they are. That is it, and fans are not happy with this, and it's all about fans. Number two, what I want to speak also about this one is, what is the best possible solution if he gets a sack? If Potter get a sack, what should Chelsea go to? What will Chelsea go to? That is what this board has to look very quick, because what Chelsea fans has to lead on their mind. This is my own opinion. I don't think Tuchel is coming back. Just forget about Tuchel. Tuchel is not coming back. It was a nice memory. That relationship is not going to work. He doesn't like this ownership. He doesn't like this ownership. He loves Chelsea. He loves the football club. The owners. He doesn't like the owners, and it's not going to work. Tuchel is not coming back, and Tuchel, I think, is eyeing that Tottenham job. So they have to get a better manager outside there, better than Potter. If you look a solution out there, let's say for example, if Chelsea fans wanted Mourinho, Mourinho is not coming because he has a contract with Roma. I'm not saying it's not is impossible, but he has a contract with Roma and is really doing well with Roma. If he was a free agent, it could be easy. But now, to get the manager, to get Mourinho, now I think if they want Mourinho, maybe at the end of the season, but not now. At the end of the season. The next manager, if you look, there is only which manager I'm thinking of. Pochettino. But Pochettino, I don't think is a solution for Chelsea. I don't think Pochettino is a long-term manager for Chelsea. Chelsea is a demanding club. It's not like Tottenham club. Yes, he took Tottenham to the final. He took Tottenham to the final Champions League final, but he never won any. He never won any trophy with Tottenham. So Pochettino, I don't think it will be a solution for Chelsea at the moment. And if you look at any manager who would love to take that Chelsea job, I don't think manager would love to take that Chelsea job at the moment. Maybe until the end of the season, but at the moment, at this situation, at the current situation where they are at the moment, I don't think any manager would love to take this job, because I know Potter is even regretting of why he took this job, because it's now becoming a hell to him. So any manager at this moment, at this situation, would love to come to Chelsea. I'm not seeing any manager or any. It's not possible, because if you look at the Chelsea situation at the moment, or what has happened in between since the new owners came, you can see what happened. They gave Tuchel around 200 million plus on that January transfer window. After 2 weeks, they sacked him. And then after 2 months, was it 2 months? Yeah. After 2 months, then they sacked him. Then now you have they bring in Potter. They spend 300 plus million. Then they sack him after 3 weeks. That means there's something wrong with the board. There's something wrong with this appointment. There's something wrong with with how this club is being run. That is it. There's something wrong with how this club is being run. And at the moment, the environment at Chelsea is not good. It's not good for the club. It's not good for everything. Is not good for them. Yes, they have money to do. They have money to spend. But if you are not getting result and you're spending money, it's like you're doing a useless thing. Bad investment. That's a bad investment to you. So Chelsea has to get a solution very quick if they will stick with Potter, which I think they will do, maybe until the end of the season. Potter has to try and start winning games, and especially they have to now start getting this point. Draw is not enough. A draw is not enough for Chelsea at the moment. They have to start getting win. At least they try to win this fan base back again, because fan base now is always about fans. Fans have now divided. Chelsea fans have now divided. They don't know what to do. They don't know if they will stick with Potter or if they will they should sack him. They don't know, and the board seems like is still trusting this process. They know this is a huge number of players to Porter, especially in January transfer window. You bring in a lot of players, then they're from different leagues. They still need to adapt. They're not just injury crisis is also here. You have an injury blow here, so the problems keep coming because I saw Thiago Silva is gone. That's a big blow for Chelsea again. That is like a problem after the problem after the problem. So the manager who would love to inherit, I don't see any manager who would love to inherit this club at the moment. So they have to. I think they will have to stick with Potter until the end of the season. If he will be there next season, I'm not sure about that. I don't think he will be here next season. But I see him staying here until the end of the season. That is the only solution at the moment. He has to stay. Maybe can leave at the end of the season, but he has to start getting results. He has to start getting points. This is also up to these players now. These players have to look themselves. It's not always about manager. That is what football fans we have to always view on. Sometimes it's not always about football. It's not about the manager. Sometimes it's always about these players. These players now have to look at themselves. This is what the scenario Manchester United were in last season. I will speak about that in a minute. This is the same scenario Manchester United were last season. These players have to look at themselves. They have to look at themselves and say, this is not a good enough. They are playing for this club. They are playing for this fans. They are not playing for this manager. This manager they come and go. And you at the club, they will be, if they win something, if they win games, it will always about these players, this type of players. If you look, Tuchel is now a forgotten story. But these players are still here and they won Champions League. Remember, he won Champions League with this Chelsea team. This is the same team which won Champions League. So Chelsea players have to look at themselves and say, this is not good enough for them. This is not good enough for them. This is not good. This is not good. This is not tolerated. This Chelsea fans should also start criticizing these players. You have to criticize these players. That is what Manchester. If you look at Manchester United last season, we criticized those players because they were not good enough. We had a better man. We had better. This is how I view football nowadays. This is how I place this manager. We have a difference between a manager and a coach. If we look with Manchester United scenario, now we have gotten a coach in. We have gotten a coach who understands football. I'm not deleting. I really loved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was not a coach. It was a manager. We can see it with Arsenal. Arsenal had a manager. Arsenal had a coach. Arsenal now has a coach, not a manager. A manager understands football. A manager is like a manager of an organization. But a coach understands the football. He understands the basics of the football. And that is what was lacking with Manchester United. And they have it. And they have it at the moment, and they are reaping out of it. Because if you look at the performance of Manchester United now, and compared to the last season, we have only added around three players. Ten Hag have added how many players? Around 3 or 4 players. The same players are still here. The same players who were under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era are still here. So that tells you the difference with what Chelsea should look at the moment. If you bring Pochettino into Chelsea, I don't think it will be a solution I don't think it will be a solution for Chelsea, because Pochettino is more like a manager type. It's more like a manager type, or it's a manager. It's not a coach. That is what Arsenal has to go for at the moment. Yeah, Chelsea, not Arsenal. Chelsea has to go for a coach, not just a manager. They have to go for something special outside there. They have to go and look for something special. That is now the different. That is what football is at the moment. If you have better coach, you get great result. It's not always about the man. It's about the coach. The skills of this coach. How is he changing the game? That is what Manchester United fans lacked last season, and now they have gotten it, and they're reaping out of it. They are reaping out of it. So that is what Chelsea has to go and look for. If they were to change the manager, they have to go and look for a better coach outside there who can get result for them. But this I see this one happening next season. This season, I think at the moment it's not easy to inherit Chelsea. They will have to stick with what they have. They will have to stick with what they have. People may say blah 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 blah. Fans, okay. People may say the reporters may write, but sometimes you have to look at you have to view football at a different angle. You have to view it at a different angle. Sacking Potter at this stage, I think they should sack him. If they were to sack him, personally, my personal opinion, I think if they were to sack him, they should sack him at the end of the season. At the end of the season, they give him time. Let's see what he can do in the next 10 games or in the next 16 games coming. They still have Champions League to play. They're still fighting for Champions League. Will not be surprised if Chelsea win Champions League with this underrated manager. I think he's underrated manager. Maybe it's not good for Chelsea. Maybe it's not good for Chelsea. We can say that. Maybe it's not good for. It's not a good manager for Chelsea. But we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what will happen at this situation. What will Chelsea take? Which action will Chelsea take? So it's a matter to watch. So that is my thought. Let me sit down on the comment section what you guys think about this Chelsea situation. Smash a like on the video. Don't forget to click that subscription button. And don't forget to click that notification bell so each and every time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Until we do our next one, bye bye.